I'm so excited. My heart feels like it's beating a mile a minute. Definitely. The size is only part of it, though. What's really impressive is what you've done with the place. I never get lost in the mountains back home. And that's a big area, too. But as I was exploring this place just now, I really had to pay attention, or I never would have found my way back. Really? Then, if you hear the frantic ringing of a silver bell, come find me, okay? Hey, traveler! This place is... Sure. Then let's talk about... Oh, how you're feeling right now. Yeah, that's it. Tell me what you're thinking in this exact moment. That's exactly my point. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but it feels like you know me a lot better than I know you. Think about it. We've talked about my hobbies, my problems, all the embarrassing things I've done. But when it comes to you, I know about your past achievements and your future goals, but that's it. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just the past and the future are only part of the story. And all too often in life, people end up neglecting the here and now. For instance, people talk about how you never stop. No matter how tough your journey gets, you just grit your teeth and keep going. Sure, it means you accomplish a huge amount each day, but it also means that you don't get to stop and rest, even when you feel tired. I guess what I'm getting at is this what you really want in life? It feels like you're busier than a swallow trying to build a nest. Huh. Wow. I didn't expect that answer. I thought you were gonna break down and tell me how tired you are. I'm glad. That's all I could hope for. It means you're not short on energy, at least. I suppose there's no need for me to worry. Let me ask you this, then. Do you ever get to nap or sleep in? Oh, and can your hands do entirely different tasks at the same time? Hey, traveler! This place is Morning. Did you sleep well? Huh. It looks like you could use a nap. Hey, This place is... Sure. Yeah, that's it. Tell me I'm not sure if you think about it, but... Not that that's a bad... And all too often, for instance... Sure, it means... I guess what I'm getting at is... Silver needs to be hammered time and again for it to shine. But humans don't work that way. If you're tired, just rest. Now, I want you to close your eyes. Tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, and we'll go do it. Well, was it eating a delicious meal? Or doing some sightseeing? What? You thought about all the unfinished commissions in your adventurer handbook? Well, if that's what it takes to get you to rest... All right, I'll go with you. But in 2 days, okay? I don't want to go right now. And I should respect how I feel in the moment, right? Now, all you need to do is follow my example. Actually, can I add an urgent commission to your handbook? Spend the next 2 days relaxing with Lanyan. There. Even if you're not tired, I certainly am. Hey, travel! This place is... It's a lot different from what I'm used to. Oh, being here. I've never been somewhere, so I'm definitely... I never get lost, but as I was exploring... then, if...
Traveler, you're here! Anything interesting you want to talk about today? Did you know the reeds in Dihua Marsh are common materials used in making paper? The solid reed cores are used to make pens, while the hollow part is used to make flutes. It's all very sophisticated. Over the years, many heroes and swordsmen have also chosen Dihua Marsh as the location of their duels. The more reeds, the more elegant the place. But in places where the reeds are the thickest, the water can be quite deep. So there are a lot of unlucky duelists who fall in and drown while the duel is on. Don't get into a fight in Dihua Marsh! Traveler, anything interesting you want to... It's time for Paimon's Little Life Tips! In Mondstadt, if there's something you can't fix, or there's something you can't get clean no matter what you do, if you ever run into something you can't handle yourself, you just need to shout this name into the skies! Noel! And everything that's troubling you will be swept away in an instant.
Hello. I'm so happy to see you again. Can I do anything for you? I'm at your service. I love the atmosphere here, as I'm sure you'd expect. The exterior is spacious and very pleasant, and the interior is exquisitely decorated. I do believe it's the finest estate I've ever seen. The only problem is... compared to Mondstadt, there's far too little here for a maid to do. It feels a little too relaxing. Hello. Can I do anything for you? It would be my pleasure. Do you know something? Ever since I came here, I don't believe I've picked up a single item of lost property. I'm still not used to it. No, they're just items I find while cleaning. For example, a faded headband under a cabinet. Or a ball hidden in a bush by a kitten. Or a bookmark in a corner of the library. Keys dropped at the side of the road. Oh, an unsigned letter of confession stuck in the door of the church. Oh, I always do my utmost to reunite each item with its owner. But the ones that go unclaimed remain at the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Speaking of cleaning, this place always seems so clean and tidy. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's always very fulfilling to work here. More so than when I'm cleaning for the Knights or anywhere else. Because this is your home.
This teapot is so much bigger on the inside. I can't believe it. Thank you for inviting me. It's always nice to broaden one's horizons. I find it quite splendid. In my line of work, I'm lucky if I get to spend a couple months out of the whole year in such comfortable surroundings. I can certainly think of several examples that fit that description. There was the time we had to dive into icy water during the dead of winter to intercept some smuggling ships. Or when we carried out a search for several days straight with no sleep to apprehend a fugitive. Luckily, the thick soles on our shoes make them extremely durable. Then, of course, there was also the time during the summer when we had to hide ourselves in some bushes along a river while we waited to ambush a suspect. There were a lot of poisonous insects around the river at that time of year, with bites that can be quite deadly. But most insect repellents have a pungent odor that, if used, would have exposed our position. So, all I could do was advise the members of my platoon to keep their skin covered and remain in position until the suspect emerged and began to trade the stolen goods for Mora. In the end, we managed to apprehend the suspect and the goods. But a few members of my platoon passed out from heat stroke and were indisposed for quite some time. That's a given. I am the captain, after all. But the number of guards that have been injured in the line of duty has been increasing lately. I should submit a request to the Maison Gardiennage to increase compensation for injured guards. This teapot is so much— Thank you for inviting me. It's— Okay. Due to confidentiality restrictions, I can't share any specific case details with you. But I can tell you a story about the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Some time ago, we lost one of the members of our platoon. He sacrificed himself while carrying out an important mission. We arranged a funeral service for him and turned his effects over to his family. The only thing we held on to was the cap from his uniform. It's a tradition. If his son decided to join the guards in the future, we would pass the cap down to him. One day, after everything was settled, I saw a group of people gathered outside. I rushed over, thinking there was someone causing a disturbance. It was. The boy grabbed one of my guards by the sleeve and asked, "Have you seen my daddy?" He couldn't describe his father's appearance beyond the fact that he was big and tall. The boy just kept repeating his father's name over and over again, but there was little we could say in return. We all knew that his father had long been part of covert operations for the Special Patrol and hadn't been able to return home after the birth of his son. But there was something we didn't know. In order to protect his cover, he hadn't left behind a single picture of himself, even for his family. The boy had learned from his mother that his father was an honored guard of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. But I would imagine the word honor meant very little to him, and that it was even harder to comprehend that his father was never coming back. In the end, we escorted the boy home, and each member of my platoon left him with a gift. Some gave him a pocket watch, a pen, or a badge. I gave him a copy of my favorite novel. I hope that he can be like the hero in that novel one day, and have the resolve to follow his own path, whether he makes the choice to don his father's cap or follow a path that leads him away from the guards. My only wish is that he feels proud of his father all the same.
air here is so peaceful and calming. If we put on a slow concerto right now, I'm sure the condenser would be brimming with inspiration. You know, it almost feels like coming home. No picky customers, no reputation to uphold. Here, I can cook whatever I feel like. It's a nice chance to try out some new things from my list. Just to be clear, you are going to set me up with a purpose-built kitchen here, right? Don't worry, I'll make sure it's worth your while. In Fontaine, I have hundreds of rich and famous people offering handsome sums of more on a daily basis, hoping for the chance to add just one exquisite dish to their family feast. I don't even have the time to turn them all down. Some of the letters I get go unopened and unread. But you, on the other hand, all you need is to provide an oven, a stovetop, a cupboard, and a water source. I've brought all the cooking utensils and ingredients that I need. No one else in all of Fontaine, or even all of Tevat, could hope for the special treatment I'm offering you. And all I ask in lieu of a salary is that you give me a thorough and honest review of each dish once you've had the pleasure of consuming it. Oh, don't worry, I trust you. You have good taste, and I have full confidence in our culinary compatibility. So you set up the kitchen however you like. Once I get to work, I'll be right in my element. You and I are like Lumidew bells and rainbow rose foam. One tender and delicate, the other sweet and sour. A perfect combination. I know if I cook for you based on gut instinct, you'll like what I come up with. The air here is so peaceful. If we put on a... Oh, do I? You walked right into this one. I've got a lot of questions for you. Relax, I'm just curious about you, that's all. You're the most widely traveled out of all the people I know. The things you've seen, the battles you fought. I don't know anyone else whose experience comes close to yours. So my question is, out of all the food, or maybe food-adjacent things you've encountered on your travels, is there anything out there that's made you curious about how it might taste? Oh, not that I'm trying to encourage you to just start licking everything you see, of course. It's just, I want to challenge myself. See if I can replicate some really obscure or outlandish flavors using substitute ingredients. Basically, if there's any flavors in the world strange enough to pique your curiosity, then trying to imitate them has got to be one of the most technically demanding challenges in all of precision gastronomy. Aha! There it is! The taste of elemental life forms. A question that has intrigued the culinary world for centuries. A lot of people draw associations with fruits and other plants of a similar color. For instance, it's commonly held that cryo slimes taste like mint, and electro slimes taste like wolf hooks. However, the samples of slime condensate that I've collected myself seem to refute this idea. The compounds that they contain are quite contrary to what you'd expect. Hydro slimes, for example, you'd think they taste like sea Ganoderma, but in fact they're completely tasteless. And while pyro slimes do have a spiciness akin to the Jueyun chilies of Liyue, they also contain small amounts of an intensely sweet substance. It's decided. I'll recreate the flavor for you the next time we have afternoon tea.